Hello YouTube! Since I participated in the project for Awesome, I feel as if I should explain exactly how I got involved. I'd heard about Brotherhood 2.0 a long time ago through some magazine article or something. Unfortunately, the magazine article did not mention Brotherhood 2.0 by name, did not mention the channel name Vlogbrothers, did not mention Hank and John's names. All it mentioned was two brothers who were making vlogs for an entire year and were not communicating by text. This magazine made it sound as if this had all happened in 2006 and was in fact over. Then, on December 17th, my sister calls me over to her computer to watch the newest Perone 75 video. Many of you will know him as What the Buck. The video was extremely random. Very random. Then I see that there's a new video from Johnny Durham, and the screen cap is exactly the same as the one for the Buck video. Johnny was talking extremely fast. Something about Nerdfighters. I had no idea what a Nerdfighter was, but I went to the Vlogbrothers channel. It turned out that the Vlogbrothers were actually Nerdfighters. I found out what the project for Awesome was, and I made my video because I'd been wanting to talk about Donate Life for quite a while. I posted my video, still not knowing what a Nerdfighter was or what World Suck levels were. And my very first comment was from my very own subscriber, Nice612. DFTFA! What is DFTFA? Turns out nobody knows. It's actually a typo. The actual phrase is DFTBA. Don't forget to be awesome. Nice, I forgive you of your spelling error, and thank you very much for the sentiment. It was the first time I've ever been told to not forget to be awesome, and I shall remember it forever. I decided to do an anthropological experiment by trying to fit in with the Nerdfighters for a day. I found out that really the only thing you had to do to fit in was to say awesome. A lot. So I did. I commented as many times as I could on as many videos as I could. On December 18th, I decided I was going to watch every single Brotherhood 2.0 video, a feat that I accomplished by December 22nd at 11:44 p.m. 4.5 days. I will say, I did not watch October 9th. The only reason for that is it wouldn't load. I had this kind of compulsive behavior that I have to watch every video in a serialized set of videos if I'm going to watch any of them at all, and it's really bugging me that I have not seen October 9th. I don't know if I'm technically a nerd fighter, but I am on the side of nerd fighting and am in fact a nerd. If I were to call myself a specific type of nerd fighter, I would be a written language nerd fighter. My song would go something like this. I spell out all my words even on I am. I know the difference between a colon and a semicolon. I correctly use ellipses and ampersands. When I'm bored I look up word origins. I never end a sentence with a preposition cause that's lame, and I know what it means to interrobang. Do you have any idea how hard it is to rhyme parts of speech and punctuation? It is difficult, but not impossible. By the way, I saw in one of the vlogs that John won a young authors competition when he was in elementary school. So did I! This is my trophy. It generally lives next to one of my baton twirling trophies. Yes, I said baton twirling trophies, and yes, I did say one of them. I don't know where the other ones are. This one is for participating in the competition. It's kind of the same thing as having a trophy for being an all-star in somebody's heart. I do have one actual trophy-type trophy from baton twirling, which is Miss Personality. Now, the first time I heard of Miss Personality, I thought it was something like misunderstanding, where it was one word and it actually meant bad personality or not a personality, when in actuality it is two words. Miss Personality. That was good to find out. For Miss Personality, basically the way you win is that you are the best girl in the competition at talking about yourself. I had the longest speech of anybody else, so I won. Actually, I don't think I even won. I think I came in 3rd place. But I don't have the trophy anymore, or at least I don't know where it is, so I can't prove that for sure. In junior high, I was known as the girl who could eat. I was known as the queen of the eating competition. Now, I'm not one to speed eat Peeps. I think that is disgusting, and I will not do it on principle, because Peeps are basically packing peanuts with pink food coloring. And I've never eaten a blenderized Happy Meal. My younger sister Laura has eaten a blenderized Happy Meal, which was identical to the one that John ate, with the exception of it had a chocolate shake in it on top of everything else. She won that contest, and her prize was a Happy Meal that had been sitting there for 2 hours. She gave it to me because she never wanted to see another Happy Meal again in her life. I have had 2 particular eating contest highlights in my life. The first one involved personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. We had a 2-minute time limit to eat a pizza that had these things thrown on top of it. Ketchup, cocktail sauce, peanut butter, pickle slices, and other stuff. It was very disgusting. I ate 3.5 slices in under 2 minutes, beating out like 4 or 5 junior high boys. This is a big deal. If you're not familiar with junior high boys, they eat a lot and it's scary. The second highlight is actually the first eating contest I was ever in, and it involved a blenderized meal. This blenderized meal included apple juice, orange juice, powdered donut holes, Reese's peanut butter cups, a raw egg still in its shell, chocolate milk, a banana, a couple of types of cereal, and other stuff that I can't remember. I also won this contest beating out some junior high boys, and I got $10 for it. I very much enjoy wearing things on my head. There's not much documented evidence of this. In 3 of my videos I have scarves on my head, and in one of those videos I also have large fake flowers on my head. I do not actually have a happy dance, however dancing makes me happy. I am a ballroom dancer. The very first time I ever went ballroom dancing was on Valentine's Day in February of 2002, and no, I did not have a Valentine, I just showed up at a dance. I'm very definitely a ballroom dancing nerd. I am totally for decreasing world suck. One of my favorite ways to do so involves the website thehungersite.com. Another way that I have decreased world suck in my life is by tutoring kids. When I was in elementary school, the teachers didn't know what to do with me because I would get done with my assignments too quickly, so they gave me other kids to teach how to do things they couldn't do, like read. Following the nerd vein, I also sing opera, which is rather nerdy. I learned how to sing opera out of the book Singing for Dummies. On a completely different note, I read Harry Potter. In fact, my youngest sister Diana and I listened to the first 4 books on CD more than 25 times per book. One year, for Halloween, I dressed up as Professor Trelawney. That is where these glasses came from. I do not in fact wear glasses, I just think these are funny. They have no glass in them. I live in what may be the nerdiest state in the entire country. I live in northern Indiana. Now there is more than corn in Indiana. However, kind of hard to find it. The reason that I think Indiana is the most nerdy state in the entire country is because Indiana people call themselves Hoosiers. This is a word that no one knows where it came from or what it means exactly. Not only is it a ridiculous name, but it possibly means who's there. I'm not kidding. Look up Hoosier on Wikipedia. It is possibly one of the nerdiest words ever invented. Now, I have never licked a cat. However, and I am not kidding, I did bite my cat Oliver once. It was some sort of psychological telling him I am in charge kind of thing, and it didn't work. And I just had a mouthful of cat hair. Hank and John both have Yetis. I have a Yeti as well, though I am not married to her. She is in fact my mother and is married to my father. Speaking of the Yetis, I have the same birthday as Catherine, May 17th. I think that's kind of cool, even if it isn't necessarily nerdy. The whole inability to lift heavy things portion of being nerdy, totally got that covered. Something else nerdy about me that is not necessarily nerdfightery, but is still nerdy. I was homeschooled from 7th to 12th grade. Next year I will be starting school as a medical assistant. While being a medical assistant is not necessarily nerdy or fightery, I'm hoping that I will help decrease world suck levels by assisting in people's health. This video is probably getting kind of long, and I feel like I've talked about myself for a very long time, and I feel actually very conceited at the moment, like I should stop. But I just wanted to thank you, John and Hank, for completing this project, or coming so near the completion of this project. I realize it's not over until the 31st, but I probably will not get a chance to congratulate you then because I will not be home. At any rate, I want to congratulate you for taking this project so far. If it had been myself and my brother, or myself and one of my sisters, or any combination thereof, we probably would not have lasted longer than a month. Yeah, it doesn't help that I live in the same house with my sisters and my brother lives across town about 5 minutes. It's really cool that you have this year of your lives documented in this interesting format, and that you've gotten to know each other through video blogging, and in the process let the rest of the world get to know you a little bit too. I would like to thank you for 4.5 days of hours and hours and hours of entertainment. So thank you, this has been fun, and congratulations on this year, and I hope that next year is just as awesome as this one was, minus the orbital cellulitis, because orbital cellulitis is not awesome. And I guess I'm going to go now. Bye!